Alright, so check it out, bro. Today I decided to make Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant swap heights, bro. Could you imagine a 6'2" KD and a 6'10" Curry? Like, imagine Wardell at 6'10". That gotta be crazy, bro. Let me chill out with the Wardell stuff, but not for real. I'm really curious to see how their careers play out, bro. So, let's go ahead and get into it. So I put both of them in the 2022 draft class, bro, and it's gonna be a little different. You know what I'm saying? Curry went #1 to the Memphis Grizzlies, bro. 6'10", Curry and Ja. I ain't gonna lie, that's tough. I'm not even for my move. And KD was the 3rd pick, and he ended up going to the Kings. And I low-key don't know about this one. This is gonna be interesting. Mind you, he's 6'2", so I don't know, but we'll see how it play out though. Let's go. All right, bro. So they both had a really good rookie season, as I expected, bro. But neither one of them started at all. I'm not gonna lie. And Memphis definitely dropped the ball, bro. You got a 6'10" Curry, and you gonna let Dillon Brooks start over him? I guess, but Curry had 19 points, 7 assists. And then KD had 16 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. It's all coming off the bench for both of them too, mind you. So, it was pretty good, but it could have been better, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, bro, and look, so we got to the end of the season, and KD gonna end up winning Rookie of the Year, bro. But honestly, bro, if KD or Steph was starting, especially Steph, bro, I'm not gonna lie, they had that in the bag, bro. Honestly, though, but it is what it is. It ain't happened to get Rookie of the Year, but it's cool because they ain't start. But now we on to the postseason, so let's see how it go. Alright, Memphis already secured West, but the Kings, on the other hand, they in the play-in, so we gonna see how it go. They going against the Lakers, bro, and they trying to fight so they can go ahead and get to the first round against the Pelicans, and we gonna see how it go. Right now, so far, it's a close game. They could low-key come back, I'm not gonna lie. And right now, yep, they got the W. They got the W. I should have jumped in low key, but I didn't stop in time. But either way, they making their way to the first round, bro, versus the Pelicans, bro. And Memphis is going against the Mavericks, bro. So okay, we gonna see how it turn out. I'm not gonna lie, this Pelicans team is tough, bro. I'm not gonna even for my move. First off, they healthy, and on top of that, they added Bradley Beal to the team. But that didn't mean nothing, because KD and the Kings still went out there and dominated and got it done. They ended up winning this series 4-1. I wasn't really expecting that, but they did it. They made it happen. All right, now as you can see, Curry had to go up against the Mavs, who have now added James Harden plus Luka already, bro. And they put up more of a fight than the Pelicans did, but it still wasn't enough. You're not stopping the 6'10" Curry, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, he went crazy and sent the Mavs back home. So now the Grizzlies will also be making their way to the next round. So let's see how it go. Now in this round, the Kings going against the Warriors and the Grizzlies going against the Timberwolves, bro. And this went exactly the same as the first round, if I'm being honest. Like, it was literally the same. The Kings ended up winning their series 4-1, and then the Memphis Grizzlies ended up winning theirs 4-2 once again. And now they're gonna finally meet already. Matter of fact, they meeting already in the conference finals their first year, rookie season. So the Grizzlies dynamic duo went crazy in game #1 and 2, but KD and the Kings came too far just to let them have it and sweep them like that. They ended up taking game #3 and game #4, and KD went off game 4. I'm not gonna lie, and this all was really beautiful until the Grizzlies put their foot back on the gas, and they ended up beating them 4-2. And now they on their way to the finals, bro. Curry in his first year is on his way to the finals, bro. Look. It's unfortunate KD didn't make it, but Curry made it, so it's something. We getting somewhere. He got a chance to get a championship in his rookie season, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking nice. So Curry and the Grizzlies end up being the #1 team in the East, the Atlanta Hawks, bro. And this was a good series. Curry started finally. The Grizzlies figured it out and put him in the starting lineup, and it was a really good series as a whole. They ended up going to Game 7. You know what I'm saying? It was nice. Trae Young was hooping. I'm not even gonna lie. He played great. All of it to Game 7. That's where Memphis went off. I'm not gonna lie, and they got it done. And just like that, as you can see right here, the Grizzlies was the 2023 NBA champs, bro. Just like that, Curry first year in the league, he already got a championship. But I mean, you gotta give KD his props too. In the Kings, they made it to the conference finals, but it just wasn't good enough. But he got more time, though. They both got more time to do a lot more. So this ain't nothing yet, bro. Like, mind you, rookie year, rookie season. So let's see how year 2 go. Year 2, they came back better than ever, bro. Both 85 overalls now. Stats look way better, not gonna lie, especially KD's, bro. Curry's really the same as it was last year, but that's due to the fact that they both started in the regular season, bro. Now KD took De'Aaron Fox spot, and he coming off the bench as a 6-man. Matter of fact, he won 6-man of the year, and Colin Sexton is our 2 guard, which I didn't think was gonna work out, but I mean, so far it's been playing out pretty good, so cool. Now we back in the playoffs once again, and the Kings got the Houston Rockets in the first round. And honestly, bro, the Kings on a different type of timing this year. They swept them boys. I'm talking about, you can bring up the broom right now. Swept them. They up out of there, bro. First round was too smooth, too easy for them. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't as easy for Curry and Memphis, but they still sent Denver packing back home and got it done. Now KD and Curry meeting each other once again in the playoffs, but this time in the second round. So let's see how it go. Honestly, this was really a great series. I'm not gonna lie. It was back and forth a lot, back and forth, all the way up to the point where we got to Game 7 once again, just like last year. You feel me? Except for us in the second round instead of conference finals. Honestly, bro, they didn't disappoint at all. This was a great series, but in the end, the Kings got it done. And now the Kings made their way back to the conference finals once again. And as you can see, they had to end up going against the Timberwolves, who picked up James Harden. And they was #1 in the West, too. They was going crazy. I'm not going to lie. This was another good series, and they ended up going to Game 7 once again because KD was low-key selling. Luckily, KD didn't sell in Game 7, though, bro. He showed up. The whole team showed up. They went crazy. They got him right up out of there. Look at him. And now the Kings has made it to the finals, bro. KD got to his first finals appearance so far versus the Boston Celtics. So we got to see how this one go. Now, in the finals, KD stepped up. He played great the whole series. He was doing a great job. But that wasn't enough to put the Boston Celtics away. They wasn't going out without a fight. So we ended up going to Game 7 once again this year, and I ain't gonna lie, I really had faith in them. I thought they was gonna get it done, but Jason Tatum, 43 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists, thought differently, unfortunately. So yeah, look, as you see, Finals MVP, which it was definitely well deserved. He had a great series, if I'm being honest, and look how quick they switch up on you. Be your own teammates, but yeah, KD didn't get it done this year, unfortunately. It is what it is. But on to year number 3. Year 3, KD and Curry are both 90 overalls now, bro. So it's looking up. Stats look way better than they did last year. But the problem is, for KD at least, his team really bad, bro. They suck. They borderline made it to the playoffs, to be honest with you, but they made it. And in the first round, the Kings and the Grizzlies end up meeting each other once again. KD and Curry gonna get the battle out for the 3rd year in a row. You feel me? It's a tradition at this point. KD and the Kings was going crazy, so crazy to the point where they went up 3-1 versus Memphis, which I definitely didn't expect at all. It looked like they was finna shock the world. But they didn't. They didn't do that at all. It's unfortunate, but Curry and Memphis came back, and now they going to Game 7. And in Game 7, it was looking pretty good for the Kings at first until Memphis came back. And then just like that, the Sacramento Kings in the playoffs once again. And now, Memphis got to go against the New Orleans Pelicans in the 2nd round. And in the 2nd round, Memphis ended up going through the exact same thing they went through in the 1st round versus the Kings, bro. They went down 3-1 against the Pelicans. Then they came back, tied the series up 3-3, went to Game 7. And then they ended up defeating the Pelicans in Game 7 and moving on to the conference finals once again. Memphis ended up beating the Houston Rockets in the conference finals, and they won that series 4-2. Curry was also the conference finals MVP, and now they making their way back to the finals. And now Curry and Memphis going against the New York Knicks with Victor Wembanyama, bro. And it was a tough series, I'm not gonna lie to you. Another good one. Game 7 once again for the 3rd time for them in the playoffs, bro. But they ended up getting it done in the end, and now Curry is a 2-time NBA champ. And right now he ahead. You feel me? 2 championships for him, bro. 2. You know what I'm saying? KD got to catch up, but either way it go, and he's Finals MVP. You know what I'm saying? Well deserved. Of course, he's becoming that #1 guy on the team now too. So it really do make sense, bro. So yeah. We in year number 4 now. They both 95 overalls. You can see Curry 95, KD 95. Team's a little different. There's a couple new faces on the team as well. You feel me? It's a couple people we already seen before. Ja Morant still there, Jaren Jackson and everything. But now they got Clint Capella, Kyle Kuzma, Jalen Durant. I like that. I ain't gonna lie, I like that pickup with Jalen Durant. So we see what they do. And the Kings, they got Donovan Mitchell. I thought that was Davion Mitchell at first, but I got it mistaken at first. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, still got D Fox. He's still the 6th man. Cam Reddish. Look, the team, it's a little iffy. I don't know. I think they still need some more pieces, but you know, it's a couple new faces, so we just see what they do this year. You feel me? And they on their last year of their contracts too. KD and Curry on their last year of their contracts, so we're gonna see how it play out. Now, as you can see, the first round of playoffs this year, the Kings going against OKC, who is really tough, bro. They got a really good young team. I'm not gonna lie to you. And as you can see in these clips right here, it went all bad for the Kings. I mean, like all bad. They was dominating the whole series. They got 4-0. They got 4-0. It's bad, bro. But this team tough. Still got SGA. They got Jaden Ivey. They got Paolo Banchero, James Wiseman. Bro, their team is tough. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They got a tough team. I don't know how nobody beat them. They good. Young team, and they good. And as you can see, Sacramento Kings eliminated from the playoffs. But Memphis still in. So Memphis ended up beating the Pelicans 4-1 in that series, bro. Then they was able to move on to the next round. And now they gotta face OKC. After the Kings just went against them. And like I said, they're a tough team, but Memphis got a better team, so they just have a better chance. And it was back and forth at first. I ain't gonna lie to you until eventually Memphis took the 3-2 lead in the series. And now we're going to game 6. But this OKC team is tough, and they ended up winning game 6, and now they forced to game 7, bro. Memphis didn't get it done, and now they got to go to game 7 once again. We're going to see if they can get it done. Game 7 was a tough one. A really good game for Curry. I believe he had like 38 points, 9 assists. But in the end, that really wasn't enough to get past OKC. Like I said, it was a tough team. Memphis, they fumbled it, bro. They had it, but they lost it. As you can see right here, it was over with, bro. Unfortunately, they lost, and they out of there. And that's the end of year 4, and now we on the free agency, so let's see where they go, or if they just gonna stay with the teams they with now. Now we in year 5, and I'm not gonna lie, the Kings really hasn't made any moves, so I don't really got faith in them. But the Grizzlies, on the other hand, I think they can still make something happen, and they gonna see each other in the first round once again. KD and Curry was back at it, dueling, going back and forth once again. But in the end, Memphis ended up winning that series 4-1, and they moved on to the second round. Next round, Curry and Memphis ended up going against the Utah Jazz, and they ended up beating them 4-1 in that series to move on to the conference finals. Now in the conference finals, they ended up going against the Houston Rockets, and they went into game 7, but they got it done, and now they moving on to the finals once again. Curry has another chance to win another championship. They ended up going against the Cleveland Cavaliers in the finals, bro, and they beat them 4-1 in the series, and now Curry has 3 championships, bro, 3, and KD still ain't got none, and it don't look like he gonna get one no time soon. It's unfortunate, bro. Once again, it's unfortunate. And Ja Morant ended up winning finals MVP this year too as well. Alright, bro, so year 6 was just terrible. It was really bad. As you can see, both teams got losing records, bro. It's bad. Nobody's making it to the playoffs. The Kings, I already knew they was going downhill like this, but Memphis is unfortunate. But I ain't gonna lie, big reason because Ja left. Ja Morant went to the Clippers, so yeah, Curry was going through it. It's not the same at all. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, bad year 6 for him, no playoffs or nothing. So we on year 7. We are now in year 7. KD and the Kings had another losing season, but Curry and Memphis was able to make it to the play-in where they end up meeting Ja Morant and the Clippers. And they end up beating them in the play-in game, and now they in the first round versus OKC. And this is the same OKC team that eliminated Memphis last time they was in the playoffs. But this is not that time, bro. Memphis came out there and played way better, ended up beating them 4-2. Now they're going against the Utah Jazz. And then in the next round versus Utah, they end up playing pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, they end up beating Utah Jazz 4-1 that series, which I was not really expecting at all. And now they're on their way back to the conference finals once again. And then they end up going against the Timberwolves, who was the #1 seed in the West, and they got swept. I'm not gonna lie, but they got further than what I thought they was gonna get anyways. And the Timberwolves ended up winning the finals as a whole. But now we on the season number 8. Next season didn't go well for either team. Even though Memphis did make it into the play-in, they just didn't get out. They lost both games in the play-in and got eliminated from the playoffs. And now we're back to the off season, and hopefully they make some changes. So we'll see you up next season. New year, new team. At least for KD, bro, he in the East now with the Chicago Bulls, who way better. And Memphis even stepped up and did better too. Got some new pickups in the off season, and now both teams are in the playoffs. Both are the 2nd seed. You feel me? Bulls in the East, 2nd seed, and then the Memphis Grizzlies 2nd seed in the West. And now let's get into the first round. KD and the Bulls ended up sweeping the New York Knicks in the first round, and then Curry and Memphis ended up beating the Trailblazers, even though they went to game 7. But now we went to the second round. In the second round, KD and the Bulls ended up going against the Detroit Pistons, and unfortunately they lost that series 4-1. But Curry ended up going against Memphis, and they went to game 7 and won that series 4-3. Now we went to the conference finals. Now Curry had to go up against the super team in OKC, bro, and unfortunately they ended up coming up short, and they lost that series in game 7. And OKC ended up winning the championship as a whole. They ended up going to win the finals, and yeah. But now we on to the next season. They came back even better next season. Bulls #2 seed in the East, and then Memphis was #1 in the West. And now they on their way to the playoffs. Both got their spots secured already. Alright, so in the first round, the Bulls went against the Pacers, and they beat them 4-1 in that series. Then Memphis went against the San Antonio Spurs, and they beat them 4-0, swept them. Next round, the Bulls went against the Brooklyn Nets, and they swept them. Then Memphis followed right behind them, sweeping Ja Morant and the Clippers. Now they on their way to the conference finals, where the Bulls going against the 76ers. They beat them 4-2. But unfortunately, the Memphis Grizzlies end up losing to OKC. And now KD and the Bulls going against OKC in the first round. And it was going good at first. They was up 3-1 in the series until OKC battled back and tied the series up 3-3. But in game 7, KD went crazy. 39 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. They couldn't stop him. And just like that, he won his first championship. Finally, in like, what, 9-10 years of him being in the league, bro? He finally got his championship. And finals MVP on top of that, which was definitely well-deserved, as you can see. And yeah, he finally did it. That's one for him finally, bro. Curry still got 3. He got some catching up to do, I'm not gonna lie. But progress has been made, and yeah, on to next season. New year, new team for KD at least. He is now with the Denver Nuggets, bro, and he really had his best season so far, bro. He ended up being the MVP of the league finally. He the first one to do it. Him and Curry haven't got one until, well, he got one now, but they finally made it happen, bro. MVP his best season yet. And the Nuggets team fired, from being honest. They went crazy too. Along with Memphis, they also had another great season. So now let's get to the playoffs. Alright, now as you can see, the first rounds went pretty well. You see a whole lot of sweeping going on right now. A whole lot of brooms being brought out. You feel me? They swept the Houston Rockets. Then we got to OKC. That was a different story. The Nuggets had a little problem, but they got through it. On the other hand, Memphis didn't have to go through that, and they ended up sweeping the San Antonio Spurs. But now KD and Curry meet each other once again in the playoffs, bro. And both teams was really good, if I'm being honest. But in the end, the Nuggets ended up winning that series 4-2, and now they on their way to the finals. And now the Nuggets going up against Philly and Zion in the finals, bro. And it was a great series. They ended up going to game 7. But unfortunately, KD and the Nuggets couldn't get it done. They ended up losing to Philly, and they was the NBA champs. Alright, next season back again. KD won MVP once again. Low-key, he didn't deserve it, though. I'm be honest with you. I think Ja Morant got snubbed, I'm being honest. But he won it, so it is what it is. Both of them had a great season once again. Him and Curry, they did well. Now we went to the playoffs. And this year, they kept dominating just like they did last year in the playoffs, bro. Running through everybody they went against easy. And then they end up going against each other once again. You feel me? And it was another battle until it wasn't. because the Nuggets ended up winning that series 4-2, and now they on their way back to the finals again. Now this shit, they went against the Knicks in the finals, and it went way better than what it did last year, bro. They actually won this time. You feel me? Now KD got 2 rings, 2 MVPs, 2 rings, 2 finals MVPs. He lit right now. I'm not gonna lie, bro. He catching up, man. Curry, he been slipping. I mean, nah, he has been slipping. I'm not gonna lie. When I look at the stats, KD, he's consistent every time, bro. He's always at the top. Curry be, I don't know, he be faking carries sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is, though. Look at KD once again. But now we on to the next season. And just like that, KD MVP once again, bro. That's 3 for him. He got 3 MVPs now. Curry still don't got 1 yet. But, I mean, it is what it is. At least he an NBA champion. But on to the playoffs. And the playoffs this year was no different than last year or the year before, for real. They really dominated everybody they went against. It was a breeze, for real. They had no problems, bro. And they end up meeting each other once again in the conference finals for, I don't know how many times, but it's been almost every year, for real, if they get into the playoffs. But the Nuggets end up winning that series, and then Memphis Grizzlies are eliminated once again, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? But KD, he in the finals again. He got a chance to tie it up and get 3 championships. And just like that, KD and the Nuggets are going against the Boston Celtics in the finals, bro. And honestly, this was just like every other series. It was easy, for real, bro. They ended up sweeping them 4-0, obviously bring the brooms out once again. And yeah, KD is a 3-time NBA champion. Now, he tied up with Curry for NBA championships. But let's move on to next season to see if either one of them got it in them to get championship number 4. And just like that, KD on a new team again. Who would have guessed it? Not me. Nah, I did. But anyways, yeah, and he won Defensive Player of the Year this time too. You know what I'm saying? So that's something else to add on the resume, bro. And yeah, he got Victor Wembanyama on this team. That's who won MVP. So yeah, you really could just get him a trophy right now. 99 overall. Him and they both 99 overalls. Yeah, even with Curry and Memphis being the number 1 seed in the West, that didn't matter because they end up getting swept in the conference finals, unfortunately, bro. But yeah, the only team that gave him some gold really was Denver, and that was for 1 game. And now the Clippers meet the 76ers in the finals, bro. And as you can probably assume, it was easy. They swept them 4-0. They had no chance at all, just like every other team, bro. It's unfortunate. As long as they on the team together, bro, they can't be stopped, for real, to be honest with you, bro. And that's KD's 4th championship, 4th one. And he has now passed up Curry, who has 3 championships, bro. And honestly, I don't know if Curry gonna catch back up at all, period, bro. I think it's a wrap for him, honestly. As long as KD and Wemby on the same team, it's low-key over with. And this season went great, even though KD and the Clippers almost lost to the AFC Utah Jazz in the first round, but almost is never counted. So they ended up getting past them, and they beat all the rest of their opponents just like Memphis did. And now KD and Curry face each other once again in the conference finals, bro. But the results were the same as last year, bro. KD and the Clippers ended up winning that series, and they made their way back to the finals once again, where they won also versus the 76ers. And now KD has 5 chips, bro, 5 championships. So far, career has been lovely for him. You feel me? In the later years, it went his way. But yeah, bro, he did it. 5 chips. And I'm not gonna lie, we really gonna have to call it one at this point, bro. I hope you enjoyed the video. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the My League stuff it's still different. You know what I'm saying? I'm still, you know, getting used to doing this type of content. It's different. I just wanted to try something out. But yeah, hopefully you rocked with the video. If you did, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, constructive criticism, I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever can make the videos better. But yeah, hopefully at least one person enjoy watching this video, bro. But yeah. Oh, and KD won Finals MVP too, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't think he was gonna win it, but he did. But yeah, bro, like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I definitely have some other things, some other ideas, you know what I'm saying? So I got more content on the way, for real. But yeah, but that's really it, y'all. Be safe out here. It's your brother Jay. I'm out, y'all. Be smooth.